All right, what's up, everybody? I'm Howard Rose Jr., pastor, author, and speaker. And in this week's segment, part three of Loving Me Some Me. Stick around, be right back. All right, everybody, I'm Howard Rose Jr., pastor, author, and speaker. And last couple of segments, we've been talking about loving me some me, and just want to put some emphasis in your life on you learning how to love you and who you really are, flaws and all. In conversations that I've had with people, it is interesting as all get out to me to come across people and to find people that really have a difficult time in being comfortable with themselves, being comfortable in their own skin, loving who they really are, in spite of and in light of all of the flaws and frailties that they have within themselves. Some people find it difficult to love themselves in spite of that and feel like they've got to be perfect, no mistakes. I know that when we were created in the beginning, we were created with no faults, no flaws, no frailties. But sin entered into the world, things happen, and now we have that to deal with, and have things that happen in life that many times are beyond our control. Things happen to us. Life takes us through different ups and downs, ins and outs, and we deal with so many different people in life and situations that can really be painful, or it can be extremely exhausting to our lives and whatnot. And it causes us to sometimes get scarred, or to have bruises and bumps that life has brought along the way. But I'm here to tell you that it does not have to stay that way. You do not have to live your life continuously looking at all of the bad parts of yourself. You can learn how to love who you really are in spite of all of the flaws that you have. In fact, God loves us so much that he loves us beyond our faults and our frailties. And I believe sometimes he loves us because of those things. It gives him something to do, something to work on in us, because he loves fixing things as well. And so when he has the opportunity to mend our brokenness and heal our hurts and our wounds and our pains, I think that makes him very, very happy. So I want to read. I want to take a moment and read an excerpt from my book, Loving Me Some Me, Learning How to Love Who You Really Are, Flaws and All. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you where you can get a copy of it if you'd like to read more and learn how to love yourself, flaws and all. So I want to read this paragraph real quick, and hopefully this will help you. When I began to see what was inside of me, it made a huge difference in my life, even more so when I began to embrace it. Then I had to learn to balance that out with all of the flaws, faults, and frailties that existed inside as well. That was another transitional process that made for some mistakes and errors, but again, keeping my relationship with God intact and continuing to pursue him at all costs made everything worthwhile. I just want to again impress upon you how much I care about you as an individual. Even if I've never seen you before in my life, if we've never met, I want you to know that the love of God in me and through me is coming to you right now if you're seeing this video. And he loves you so much that he wants you to know he loves you in the state that you're in. He loves you regardless of the faults and flaws and frailties. In the last video, I talked about looking at yourself in the mirror. And a lot of people even have a difficult time looking at themselves in the mirror. But I want to pose this to you. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? What is it that you see in your mind's eye when you look at yourself? Are you judging yourself based off of your past experiences and all the negativity and things that have happened to you? Or are you looking at yourself and looking at your day as another a day to be better, another day to do better, another day to make a change in your life? Because change happens one day, one thought at a time. And you have to embrace that. You have to remember that, so that can help you in your day-to-day walk, and when you deal with people and face different things that you go through in life. It's really easy to get caught up in life and to get caught up in past mistakes and things that have happened to us. But again, I'm here to tell you that life happens without your permission, and you can overcome life. You can overcome it first by overcoming your thoughts, or taking control of your thoughts and the thoughts that you have of yourself. And those thoughts that you have of yourself are extremely important, how you see yourself and the world around you, because it affects everything in your life. It affects all of your relationships, from your family and those closest to you, to your job, or your boss, or your business partner, or people at church, or community organizations, or whatever the case may be. All of those relationships are affected by how you choose to see yourself. So from this day forward, I want to encourage you to begin to look at yourself differently. I want to encourage you to begin to look at yourself beyond the faults and the flaws and the frailties, and begin to see the good that's in you. If you can find no more than one thing in yourself that's good, that's something, that's a start. But I would venture to say that you have a lot of good qualities about yourself. I would like to encourage you to sit down one day and take a legal pad or a tablet or piece of paper, your computer, whatever, and begin to make a list of all of the skills, the talents, the gifts, the abilities that you have, things that you know how to do, and begin to embrace those things, because all of those qualities are good things. They are things that were put on the inside of you that you have the ability to take and bring love and joy and peace and be a blessing to somebody else's life, because of what was put on the inside of you, regardless of the faults and flaws. And I guarantee you this, whether you draw or you sing or you act, whatever it is that you do or that you know how to do, whether it's one thing or a multiplicity of things, those things have the ability to bring joy to somebody's life. I'm Howard Rose Jr., pastor, author, and speaker, and I want to encourage you to change the way you think about yourself and love who you really are, flaws and all. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Hey everybody, I'm Howard Rose Jr., pastor, author, and speaker, and I just want to thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Hey, I want to also encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for joining me on this series, or with this series, Loving Me Some Me, parts 1, 2, and 3, and I hope that it was a blessing to your life. I hope that it has caused you to change your perspective and how you choose to see yourself in the world around you, that you really learn how to love who God made you to be, including all of your faults, flaws, and frailties, and learn to embrace those things about you and know that they can change, that they will change one day if you work on those things and allow God to do the work in you that needs to be done. And listen, if you want to get my book, Loving Me Some Me, you can go to howardrosejr.com/books. I've got some of my published works out there. You can also go and search my name on Amazon, Howard Rose Jr., and put Loving Me Some Me behind it and look for the book. And I hope that you enjoy it if you get a copy of it. And if you do, listen, send me an email. Send it to info@howardrosejr.com, or leave me a review out there on Amazon if you bought it out there. Please, please, please leave me a review if you bought it on Amazon, so it can speak to other people about how they can learn how to love who they really are, flaws and all. I'm Howard Rose Jr., pastor, author, and speaker. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.